Good morning, good evening. Sock also here with Mike Krug from Medusa Cycle, owner and operator. And
among other things, yes.
Bill payer.
Janitor, accountant.
Mike is one of the most serviceful people that is in my life. And that is why I wanted you to meet him. And if you have a motorcycle, this is the place to go because this guy knows exactly what the heck he's doing. And I know it's kind of spooky, but he's done stuff spooky-wise to make my life better since I'm a motorcycle rider. Thank you. Hey, Mike.
Hello, son. How are you?
And he's only wearing a shirt because we did this once before.
That's right.
And we blew it.
This is take two. Thought the first one was really good, but apparently I was misinformed.
We were talking about your great-great-grandfather.
I believe so, yes. Yep, he was of German descent.
He migrated?
Emigrated, yes.
Immigrated here.
Yes.
Back in way back.
Way back. Back in the... Before 4 times, yes.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Well, Mike, what is the... how are things going with your business? Now, you re-established your business here.
I did, yes.
And
previously I had a 4,600 square foot shop and mechanics working for me, a parts girl, and putting in many, many hours a week, and got burnt out by it and decided to close the shop down. And
but you were busy as...
Oh, I was definitely busy as all get out, yes.
But too busy.
Too busy, yes. Very, very stressful. Very, yeah. No time to actually enjoy and appreciate anything. So, after I closed that shop down, I went off to pursue other endeavors, and after a couple of years of doing that, I realized that I was not bright enough to do anything else except work on motorcycles. So here I am again.
He's really talking down about himself because
I don't know about all that.
The truth of the matter is he's really amazing. And
I'm overqualified to work at McDonald's and underqualified to work anywhere else.
Okay, so our little ball of mud,
yes,
has now got a video. Have you gotten a chance to go on?
I have not had a chance to go on and see it. I got the link that you sent me, and I was fully meaning to click on it and peruse a little bit, but then things started happening, calls from customers and bikes in there that I had to get serviced, and honestly I completely forgot all about it until you just mentioned it not too long ago, son.
Do you have national and international contacts through what you guys have been doing with the motorcycle?
Absolutely I do. Yep. Yeah, I have friends all over the country, all over the world. Been in magazines in the Netherlands, been in magazines around the United States. Have friends in Germany and Australia and all sorts of stuff.
Okay, raise your right hand. That you're going to let them know that you're...
I will absolutely do that.
Because this is going to be after today, because we're going to take it over today.
Okay.
It's going to be on there probably tonight.
Oh, right on.
So, that's better than before.
Absolutely it is.
Which was never.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So I wanted to, Maggie, if you could just like turn the camera that way. Come over here, Mike.
All right.
It's, I know this is yours.
This is one of mine, yes. It's a 1978 Harley Shovelhead. As far as the state of Arizona is concerned, it's a FLH. So.
No, but this isn't how it came out stock, is it?
It is not how it came out stock.
Hold
no.
on just a second. says.
Yes.
Now,
1978.
but it didn't look like this when it came off of the
Well,
factory.
this part did.
This- So all of this other stuff, the fork and what else did you have to do to make it look exactly like it did? Because you've taken this thing across country before.
I have not taken this one across country before. I made it from here to, let's see, Oakland, California, by way of the Pacific Coast Highway. I'll run it out to the Pacific Coast Highway and then up to Oakland. And then made it to middle of Nevada-ish before we had some unpleasantness with the engine and everything. So I had to pack in that cross-country run that year and kind of tuck my tail between my legs and trailer it back home.
But it's definitely not stock.
It is definitely not stock, no.
It's been what, ported, relieved?
It has dual plugged heads on it, a hotter cam, higher compression pistons in it. S&S Super E carburetor with the air cleaner cover and everything. We still have a 4-speed ratchet top transmission in it. It's in a modified panhead frame. We took knucklehead Springer front end, got forward radius rods to extend it, to get it to sit correctly, remote oil filter on it, running a 15-inch Invader mag wheel on it with a Volkswagen car tire. The beer keg looking thing in the back, well, I would like it to have beer, is actually an auxiliary fuel tank. So between the two tanks, I have about 4.5 gallons of gas, so that allows me to go about 150, 175 miles.
But how do you get the gas from here into the engine?
We have it plumbed in. There's actually
you have it.
a fuel line that runs down along the fender and everything.
see
And then
that.
I have an on-off valve, a petcock, over here, so I can switch it to the fuel line that runs into the carburetor. So when I starve this tank out, then I can switch to that one and keep on going.
Is it startable?
It is not. I have some transmission, well, some clutch and primary issues that I hit it up on my lift and started getting things pulled apart, and then those pesky customers started calling, and I have to work on their bikes to keep the lights on and the doors open. So we pull it outside and it sits until I get a slow moment.
Cool. This is where the magic happens, right?
Some would say.
So you had to move all of this stuff from the other shop that you closed down.
Correct.
Did you have room for it
Well,
all?
no, I mean, we liquidated a good portion of the old shop. I had 4 motorcycle lifts. I kept my favorite one. I kept all my personal tools, a bunch of the shop specialty tools that I had purchased over the years. Liquidated a lot of our inventory and everything. I had everything actually in storage for a couple of years until we purchased this place and then started moving everything over here. So, but yeah, this has been suiting me pretty well so far. You know, with the one motorcycle lift, I have my air compressor outside, so it doesn't, deafen me even more than I already am.
Gotcha. So, is there, for that guy or that lady that's sitting there thinking, yeah, but can he fix this on mine?
Probably.
Is there anything that in this shop that you can't do?
I don't do any machining work anymore. I don't have my lathe or my mill, stuff like that. A lot of that equipment is very, very expensive. It's very large, takes up a large footprint in the shop, and I just don't have that kind of space in here. So I have a motor guy. And depending on what kind of bike it is, I have multiple motor guys. So one guy works on all the Japanese stuff, and we got another guy that works on really old Harley stuff, and another guy that works on newer Harley stuff. So all that stuff I outsource, and because they do it all day, every day, and that's their career. They do it a lot better and a lot more efficiently than I can do it. So,
Gotcha.
but as far as general service repair, a lot of go fast stuff, a lot of just 99% of the stuff we can do right here in house. I just outsource that specific niche stuff.
So people are coming to you with all
Absolutely.
the level of problems and issues for their bikes that you're
Yep.
looking at.
The Dyna over here, we just did the fork seals on it, replaced brake pads. So I had the whole front end disassembled, all cleaned out and everything, new fork seals, new fork
That's
oil.
the bike back there, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's a 2013 Harley Dyna. This is a Yamaha Royal Star. We're having some carburation issues with it. So we pulled the carburetors out, rebuilt everything, found a couple problems in there, replaced the parts, and just now got it fired up. I'm fiddling around with the cruise control system on it right now, which is, there's a lot of moving parts. So we keep tracking down problems and we fix one and then another problem will pop up with it. So I think I pretty much got it dialed in right now, but yeah, it's been kind of the one giving me fits as of late.
Okay. Well, I was attracted to having you on the show, number one, because of your general attitude and vibes.
Fair enough.
And you know what's going on out there on our little ball of mud right
I do.
now. And do you have, this is your chance to say, do this, damn it, to the viewing audience.
I would never instruct anybody to do this, damn it.
Yeah, well, what do you think we need more of?
Oh, we definitely need more patience and compassion is my observation from everything. Everybody seems to be very in a hurry to do nothing. Spinning our wheels, as it were.
Paying our bills.
Paying our bills, just in a rush to get nothing accomplished, moving at 1,000,000 miles an hour with a sense of urgency to stay right where you are is what it seems to boil down to these days, and I think an overall greater patience with people and an overall sense of compassion for people outside of your family unit would absolutely do wonders for everybody involved.
Well, ending prejudice. Let's deal with that one.
Yeah, it's going to take some doing. Because not only does prejudice, occur along racial lines. I've been a victim of prejudice, for as long as I can remember. Just looking the way I look, people find out about my background. I'm a convicted felon, so. Everything can go swimmingly with somebody, and when they find that out, their attitude towards me changes drastically, thinking I'm some sort of drug kingpin or serial killer or, the worst in anything. And, it was...
In short, he's good to have on your side.
Fair enough. But, yeah, prejudice it's...
Are you saying we have the potential to change?
I think we have the potential to change. Yeah, we absolutely have the potential to change. Now, is it going to be an idyllic utopian society? No, by no stretch of the imagination. But we've seen time and time again in literary tomes that a utopian society doesn't work out the way we anticipated or expected to. So I think a utopian society would be detrimental to humankind. Prejudice exists for a reason. I believe a modicum of prejudice is prudent, but when it's split along like racial and economic or gender or sexual orientation lines, then those are just BS constructs of a society that's outdated. I mean, when I have a saying that I enjoy, and I think it lends itself towards the benefits of prejudice, is if you meet someone one day and they're an asshole, perhaps they're an asshole. If everyone you meet every day is an asshole, perhaps you're the asshole. So, being in a prejudiced mindset of that, I'm prejudiced towards assholes. I don't like people that are jerks. And granted, I've on more than one occasion been guilty of being a jerk, but I can step back and realize when that happens and learn from it. And I think that's the greatest thing that humanity has going for them, is their ability to recognize their imperfections and learn from them and be a better human next time.
I was telling Maggie I spent much of my life making significant mistakes. And then I spent a great part of my life counseling people how not to do what I did.
Fair enough. This is true.
And I hope that there's some, when it comes to Saltpeter and me saying howdy, that he says, all right, go ahead.
You knucklehead, get in here.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
Well, thank you, Sa.
Thanks for having us back again.
Absolutely.
And,
you're always welcome here, Sa.
I know that, and that's why I love it. Thank you, brother.
You as well, Maggie. You are always welcome here, too.
Say thank you.
Thank you.